Hello, everybody. It's Lucas, and today we're back on the floor of my bedroom with my manga and with Rafael. Yesterday, funny enough, I went to take a shower because I thought, oh, I'm gonna film tomorrow, and then I remembered I don't. I only show my hands, so I hope you enjoy these showered hands. I guess. It's fine because I was going to the movies too yesterday as well. So going to the movies, why am I talking like a 40 standy or something? Anyway, today I was thinking of doing a video about the upcoming manga from 2025 that I'm looking forward to the most. So I made a little Google document with the info of them and all that, and I'm just gonna go through them and read them out and of course edit in the covers and stuff. So first off, in February, I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day is being released. So it's an ongoing duty. So far it has 7 volumes. It's about some school of young schoolgirls who are trained to be like magical weapons. I think the cover looks gorgeous, and I found it on my anime list because it was on some list of like toxic Yuri or like dark Yuri or something. And it's always good to diversify your Yuri. Then right from the toxic Yuri to the toxic Yaoi. Also in February we have the one shot Eat by Nagabe, who is the same author that made The Girl from the Other Side, as well as Monotone Blue, which I did read a few months ago and I did enjoy it. And in Monotone Blue, they're like animal creatures, and in Eat, they are that as well. And in Eat, based on the title, you might be able to tell that it has some sort of like cannibalism involved, but I think it's also yaoi. And I've read Mad K. I enjoy some gay ass cannibalism. I've seen Yellow Jackets. So then I have April Showers Bring May Flowers. This one is completed at 12 volumes. It's about this plus sized girl who feels like nobody will wanna be with her, but then a guy gets interested in her, and I suppose it's just about her like overcoming her insecurities and like finally getting to be loved, and I think that sounds very sweet. So technically this has come out. It the first volume came out now in November, and the second one is gonna come out in March. So it is a quite a slow release, but I just wanted to shout it out because I haven't heard anyone talk about it, and I actually couldn't find a lot of sites selling it. Then in April we have the first volume of Jean Bride, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to. It's a yosei, and it's always good to have new yosei. Editing Lucas here. I just found out that Jean Bride ended in November at a total of 4 volumes. So it's a quickie, but hopefully a goodie. And it's about this adult woman who is kind of tired of the like sexism she faces at work. But then she meets this guy who she went to school with, and in this school they had like this class called the Jean Bride, where I'm not sure what that means, but it's really intriguing, and the cover is gorgeous. So I think it's grounded in reality. The name makes it sound a bit like it's maybe science fiction, but I don't think it is. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all of this, obviously. Then I've just put in They Were 11 exclamation mark. It's a one shot. Well, It's stated to maybe come out in like February, but at this point, I don't know if this is ever gonna come out. I think that it's been stated to be about to come out since like 2022. So we've been waiting a while, but it's like a very classic shoujo one shot. The plot is quite similar to The Thing, like the movie. I just want to see. It's about a space crew, but then something goes wrong. It would be great to have it come out right now because right now everyone is so into fucked up space things, with mouth washing and stuff. It's time. It's time we get it. Then in June, it's time for more weird yaoi because apparently the only yaoi I can read is the weird ones. We got Black Blood, which is a one shot, and it's about a human and a robot exploring what love can be. I don't know if it's gonna be explicit or not, but I'm finding out more and more that I enjoy robots in media. I liked The Wild Robot, the movie, very much. I obviously love Hekla and Einar from Pelia, and they are uh, sort of robots. They're more like golems, but they look like robots. So I'm looking forward to it, whether it's explicit or not. Then also in June we have Wolf's Daughter, A Werewolf's Tale. So I hadn't heard about this manga until I watched Tony's manga's video about her most anticipated releases, and she mentioned this. And I don't think it's literally about a girl who turns into a werewolf. I think it's more of a metaphor about growing up. And in general, I don't quite like comic of age stories. They're just not for me. They make me sad or bored or both. But with the wolf element, I might be checking it out. Right now it has 5 volumes and it's ongoing. So maybe I will wait and see for how long it is, and then I consider buying it. Then, very exciting, we are getting Veil in March. Sorry, in March. Right now it has 6 volumes, and it's not a typical manga because I believe it's both an art book, but also then you get like pages here and there of like the usual manga style. So it's both story and art book, and it's about this blind woman, just like some guy, who they fall in love, and it's just them being good looking and in love. And I have seen art from it. If you ever seen that like art of the guy looking at the huge poster of his girlfriend and he's like admiring it, that's from Vale. I've been waiting for this for a while. I'm I'm hoping the release goes well because I don't want to wait any longer. Then also exciting, more Yuri, maybe even some toxic Yuri. In April, we're getting Pink Candy Kiss. So far, it's 3 volumes ongoing. I actually don't even know what the plot is. I think I've read it, but I've forgotten. I just know that it's Yuri, and that's good enough for me. But I can quickly search it up and tell you the synopsis. Can Takeda find happiness with the girl she loved in middle school, or is she 20 years too late? After 20 years apart, Takeda reconnects with Emma, a classmate from middle school, the girl she nearly kissed. Oh, I see. Oh, and Emma is married. Ooh. Okay. So it is a bit complicated. Okay, yeah, so it's like a mix of Even Though We're Adults and Run Away With Me Girl, where they're adults One of them is married, but they had that connection. It sounds right up my lane, and the art is gorgeous, obviously. And continuing on with the Yuri, I've talked about Black and White Tough Love at the Office and Shadow before, but the 3-in-1s of both of these series are coming out. So it's 3 volumes completed just in one big package. And they're coming out in June, so I'm gonna have to wait a bit longer to finally get my ladies, but it's okay. Time goes faster than you think. Then I also wanted to mention the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. The Green Yuri, which I'm sure all of you have heard about, and it's obviously already come out. But I'm just confused because I haven't found any way to buy it in Europe. My local bookstore says that it's coming on its website, but it hasn't come yet, even though it's been months since it was supposed to. I can't find it on Sci-Fi or anything. So I'm just wondering if something is up, if they're having difficulties getting it to Europe, or like maybe they ran out of green, you know, with Wicked and Brat and this and Kermit. Just lots of green. Green shortage. Okay, so that was the proper list. But I also just threw in some maybes here at the end for books I'm a bit interested in, but I'm not sure I'm gonna buy them. These are the ones who I might be able to read online, since most of them are one shots. Generally, I'm awful at reading manga online, but if it's a one shot, I can like get through it. Speaking of that, I can highly recommend the author of Hikaru, The Summer Hikaru Died. They have this one shot called Period that's like 14 pages long. It's sort of a yaoi. You can interpret it as that. And it's just in these 14 pages they're able to communicate so much. Just search it up on like Google or something and it will probably come out. I can highly recommend it. So, on the maybe list, I have first of all Confession, which is a one shot. It's it's about these two men who get stranded in the snow, and one of them thinks they're going to die. So right before his death, he confesses this huge secret, but then he survives because they find a cabin. But now they're stuck in this cabin, just the two of them, with this new secret between them. And maybe this man he thought was a friend is actually more dangerous than the snowstorm outside. You hear it's really intriguing, but since it's based on a twist, I might just want to read it once. And if I'm just gonna read it once, I might just read it online. Then we got Dogs and Punching Bags, which comes out in January. It's by Kaori Usaki, who also made The Golden Sheep and The God's Lie. I do have The God's Lie right there. So I enjoy their art, but I'm not sure if I want to have more of their one shots. Then we have How I Found Her, which is an autobiographical work by a trans woman about her transition, which I've read a few manga about that, and I already had this one on my reading list. And I read the other ones mostly online, so I might just do it with this one as well. Then we have Not So Shoujo Love Story, which I've heard good things about it. It's a yuri, but I'm just confused because it's a webtoon, and I've never bought a webtoon physically. I don't think I've ever even read one to completion. I've tried a few times, but I've never gotten that far because, again, I'm horrible at reading stuff online. But I'm just confused by the like chapter system they have on webtoons. So I'm confused how long this series is gonna be. I think it's a comedy. It's a comedy Yuri. It's set in high school. As I said, I enjoy more when they are adults. So I will have to see how long this is gonna be. I don't even know if it's completed or not. But I'm gonna keep an open mind about it and like see when it comes out what people think and stuff. Then we have Firefly Wedding. This is 5 volumes. It's ongoing. The cover just looks really cool, and I've seen it around on like lists and stuff, but I'm not sure what it's about. It's straight, and I don't know if I can care about this man. The female lead looks gorgeous in her little dress. I believe that's a wedding dress. I guess that's why it's called Firefly Wedding. But I'm just gonna have to see. And then lastly, today I saw Jan Press posting about some of the works they're gonna license in 2025, and I saw A Witch's Life in Mongol, which I don't know anything about. I just thought the art style on the cover looked really cool, and that's why I added it. It's 4 volumes right now, ongoing. So yeah, and that is the full list, all 5 pages of my little Google document with pictures and everything. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe you found something you hadn't heard of. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a good day. Happy New Year. It's in 2 days for me. I don't know if it's gonna come out before or after that, but Happy New Year nonetheless. And as always, Jungenskog is here to tell you to like and subscribe. Yay! You get the snoot. Boop. Boop. Okay, bye!
You gotta be kidding me! What? You go online dressed like that?